give me one name, and no like faffing about with the answer. Give me one name. Who will be Premier League champions this season?
Arsenal.
Let's speak to Dave, the Arsenal fan. Hello, David.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
Not too bad, thanks.
Thanks for coming on, Dave.
Good. I'm glad Ben is there talking a bit of sense, not like you.
What's the sense? What's the sense, Dave?
Shots fired.
Listen, I'll tell you what I'd like to ask Benny, right? I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm 59. I've supported them all my life. We've got a great chance of winning this title, but is it a little bit of naivety from the players, a little bit of showboating?
Do you know what, Dave? I wouldn't say it's a bit...
Also the manager. I don't think the manager has got the tactics in him to finish the games off.
Do you know what, Dave? I wouldn't say it's a little bit naive or showboating, because I just think for whatever reason, and I can understand the reasons why, is that you look at Manchester City, for instance, what they did to Leicester. Manchester City have been there and done it so many times. So in this type of scenario, they know exactly how to see games off and what they're doing. This Arsenal team, they've never ever been in this position before, not for a long, long time. So I just think the nerves are starting to creep in, and that's just only natural because they're so close to doing something really special, which is finishing above Manchester City, arguably one of the best teams we've ever seen. And the nerves are just creeping in. You look at Saka's penalty; he'd never usually do that, but he completely misses the target, which tells you that the nerves are just settling in. And unfortunately, these are the things that they're going to have to cope with if they're going to beat Manchester City.
Are you nervous, Dave?
Not really. It annoys me because when I'm watching the game the other day, I mean, to me, I think Tierney is just lost in that position he put him in. That too, man.
It's not great.
But you know,
sorry, Dave, it wasn't the best line of the
He
world.
made a good point there. Like, that's probably the worst I've seen Partey play, by the way, against West Ham. So the nerves are creeping in. And that inverted fullback role, I love Kieran Tierney. Straight lines, up and down.
Yeah.
He can't do that like Zinchenko.
No, I agree. Sid is an Arsenal fan. He's up next. Hi, Sid.
Hi, boys. How's it going?
Yeah, we're okay. How are your nails? You got any left?
Yeah, well, no, it's been difficult. Last two games, I've got to disagree with the last caller. To be honest, Arteta comes with a perfect plan for every game, in my opinion. I don't want to toot his own too much, but it's usually a player error or two, that even in the last game, that's cost us. I think the players are under pressure, rightly so. You got Man City with probably the most dangerous striker that's ever played in the Prem. I know it's his first season, but
yeah, no, I agree.
We've never seen that before, have we?
No.
And, you know, we've got to cut him a bit of slack as well. We're 9 unbeaten. You can't expect to win every game. You know, Man City are won 4 out of the last 5 for a reason. So it's going to go to the last 2 games, last 3 games.
Sid, how important, if at all, do you think experience could play a part? I don't mean from the player's perspective, but the manager's perspective. The fact that Pep's done it many a time and Arteta hasn't yet.
I think it plays a massive part. But then again, Arteta was with Pep winning those trophies as well. So I think he's got that mentality in him.
Do you know what though, Sid, you say that, and listen, Sid, you're right. Like, Arteta was with Pep when they were winning them trophies, but the players weren't. So the manager can be as calm as he wants, and listen, he's putting on a brave face and trying to keep the players calm, but ultimately the players have never been in this situation before. They've looked at it like last season. What was the expectation? Try and get into the top 4. They fell short. Now this is a whole different stratosphere trying to win the league.
You know what I don't understand when you talk about pressure in football, right? If you're talking about pressure in golf, or snooker, or tennis, where A, you're on your own, and B, you've got time before everything, right? So like with the World Snooker Championships on at the moment, excuse me, right? And if you've got like a difficult red, you stand behind it, you have a look at it, right? You might start thinking, if I miss this, that will happen. So you've got time. With football, I don't get how nerves can affect you. With football, there's 11 of you, and it's 100 miles an hour. Yeah, so how do you feel when you've obviously been in that pressure cooker environment many times. What's that pressure feel like?
Because you're nervous, because also as well, you're looking like you've got the game against West Ham on the Sunday. You'd have watched Manchester City dismantle Leicester the day before, so you're thinking, right, if we don't get a result, and you just get uptight, you're thinking, right, come on lads, like all the speeches have been saying, come on lads, we've got to get a result. But then it's almost worse that you go 2-0 up, you're absolutely cruising, and then they score. It's like the nerves just kick in again, like, oh my goodness,
well,
like
all
of you. All it takes is 1 or 2 of you.
Yeah, I just find that bizarre. I can't get my head around it. If it's a sport where it's just one of you playing, I get it, right?
But look how good Saka's been this year. He's been fantastic, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Even the pressure got to him. He missed the target. He wouldn't do that.
Did he take a penalty against Liverpool? Did you ever?
No, we didn't have a penalty.
Who's his last penalty against? It was a pressure penalty. Who was that against?
It was a girl.
Was it in the Europa League? Anyway, he took one at the,
and he slotted it in.
Yeah.
But this one here, the nerves have got to him. 2-2, we have to win. He missed the target. He wouldn't usually do that.
Should he always be taking it?
Yeah, listen, he's confident. He's been brilliant from this.
Who's your number? I'm putting you on the spot. Who's your number 2 penalty taker? Like, if he's not on the pitch, Odegaard take it?
Well, do you know what would have been interesting? If Jorginho had been on the pitch.
Yes, because of course
he would have probably taken
his
it.
little horsey thing.
But listen, these are just nerves that are creeping in because Manchester City have been there, done it, have won the team. They're the masters of it. Arsenal trying to do something that no one gave them a prayer's chance of doing at the start of the season.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.